Welcome everybody to the last Wednesday call of the month. It's May. You know, half the year is almost through next month, right? 6 months. And we've done a lot. We've come a long way. There's a lot more exciting things to that are going to be happening. So you all want to be on all our calls and not only on Wednesday, but I mean during the week at nighttime, especially remember Tuesday nights, our mandatory calls at 9 o'clock Eastern time. That's when Rory tells us all about the latest and the greatest and brings us up to date on what we're already doing. And then don't forget, we also have, like tonight, it's Wednesday night, that if you know of any teachers that want to teach in a different way, in a more new age way, because they're being stifled what they're doing now, or teachers that don't have a job at the moment, this is a great opportunity. And just like our other program that you can bring them to on Monday night, our DTCA program, tonight you can invite your friends and anybody that you know who's a teacher and have them come on. It's 8:30 tonight. Every Wednesday night right now. They're going over it and they can also ask questions. Saturdays also, we have our trainings in the morning, 11 a.m. Eastern time, and then the DTCA on 12 o'clock Eastern time, and other training after that for new people. For the people that are already here, you know what I'm talking about. For the new people, I'm not being too informative there. Just to let you know, there are other trainings that are going on. But right now, to get going, I'd like to introduce Larry NORVELL, and he is going to be telling us about the binary system. And this is something good for everybody, you know, no matter what level, even if you're brand new. So just sit back, relax, take notes, and listen to Larry. Okay, it's all yours, my friend.
Thanks, Tom. Well, one of the things that people are wondering about is binary system. And I volunteered to teach this class today, but when I first looked at it, of course, I went to the internet. And when I went to the internet, binary system, the only thing that they told us about, and Don probably knows about this too, is zeros and ones.
Ones and zeros, alive or dead.
Ones and zeros. So if you know anything about computers, then that would definitely be helpful for you for programming. However, that doesn't help us with what we do in RRR 247. Our binary system's a little bit different. So, of course, you know, I searched and searched and searched and couldn't find anything on our style of binary. So I thought to myself, well, I'm sure Rory has told us something about binary systems. And I looked through the whole training system on RRR 247 and really couldn't find anything there either. So first thing I'm going to show you is, first I have to share my screen, and hopefully I can do it without messing everything up. And I'm going to share with sound. And the first thing that I'm going to show you is Rory's 5 steps for a pathway to accomplish your dreams. Now, one of the things in this is step number 4, map out an action plan to achieve your goals by the deadline. So one of the action plans that you really need to do is to understand binary. And the only thing I could find on this was a recording that Rory had done quite a while back. And we're just going to go through this recording, and then we'll talk about it a little bit more after the video is done. And it's 39 minutes long, so I got to get going here. Can everybody see this screen? It's a
Yes.
black screen right now. Okay, so I'm going to start the recording and we'll go through it.
All right, here we go. I'm going to share my screen
Okay.
and
It needs to be a little louder. There you go. Whoops.
Now we can't hear it at all. Unless it's not talking right now.
Can you see him typing?
Yes. Is he
Okay,
actually talking right now or is he just typing?
He's just typing right now.
Actually, we can
Because-
see him up in the top right-hand corner too.
Oh, yeah.
And his mouth's not moving, so we know he's not talking.
And he does tend to do this quite a bit, so.
I'm recording this, so it'll be available after, a little later after we're through, just to let you know.
Okay, and this page that he's writing, I could not find anywhere on his shared folder. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite it and then give everybody a copy of it.
When it's through, you just go to the share on the top right. And just use that link.
I can't do that if I can't find the page at all. This page
Oh.
that he's writing, I could not find it anywhere.
Hmm.
So I'm just going to rewrite it and then share it.
Okay. I'll see if I can find it.
I'm doing the same.
All right, so I'm actually going to be spelling this out for everybody so it's really clear. It's if you've never done anything like this in the structure of a binary, which this is what it is. Binary means two teams. Binary means two. We need to be building two strong teams. The reason why we do it like and I was going to put the definitions in here. This is how we're building the structure, and it's not real complex once you understand it, and like you have that little aha moment that you're gonna need to have to understand it. We have a right team and a left team. Depending on where you're coming in, your instructor, your sponsor, the person that's bringing you in and working with you is going to put you on their wrong team or on their right team or their left team. There's no wrong team. They're going to put you on the team that they're building. The whole goal is to only have to be focusing down one team. Some of us leaders have the benefit of having two strong teams, and we're just bouncing back and forth and adding to both. That's where we want to get, and it's done in a two-step process. First, you build the strong leg, and I'm going to just put that right here. You build the strong leg, so you build the one with your team first. And once you understand how you do that, you understand the marketing tools and how we do that, then you apply that to the other team. So there's never like a right or wrong time to do it. There's never a wrong or right time that fits everybody. It fits how you're building and your commitment level. Once you're building your weak leg, you can't quit, because you are committing to everybody in that to go. Like, we have people come in and they quit way before they even get the momentum going, and that's not how this is. I mean, it's like anything. It's like you're in, you've got skin in even. You're getting these products, you're learning how to go, you're learning, you're educating yourself, you're getting up to speed with it all. What we need to do is get it to where you understand what you're building for. And now you're committing to help other people. See, the thing about this is when we bring somebody in, we're committing to work with you. Every instructor knows that. That's why instructors are here. And a lot of times, people are coming in here and they're upside down in income. They're not where they need to be at the end of the month. And this is a leap of faith. Well, there's not so much leaping to go on. I mean, we're landing in some beautifully, gorgeous areas to live and swim, right? I call it it's a resort, really. We have all the marketing provided for you. You just got to do the steps. You just got to work it. You got to learn the skills to make it, more efficient for you and better for you. But you're going to crawl before you walk, and you're going to walk before you run, and you're going to run before you hop in a car and drive fast, right? We have all the tools to do all of it. But you've got to learn how to do things. So be patient and just follow the steps. Everything step by step. And we're bringing marketing in from our PBS, and the three legs of marketing there, right? I'll stress this over and over again like a broken record. The ad postings, the content SEO, and the social media posting, three legs, right? And we're doing that. And that's a very effective way to market. It takes a while to get going, but once it's going, man, it's going to help you forever, right? And we just keep priming it. Everything's in that. And that's what we spend a lot of time doing. Our ad posts, everything that we do for it is for that reason. But when we're building teams and we're paying it forward, everything we give you, you're paying forward with others. As we teach them to do the same thing, this is how everybody gets the benefit of it. This is how the energy is right. The more you help others, the more you're going to gain from it across the board on everything we do. Now, we focus on our anchors primarily here because all the other things are going to happen because the traffic's coming into our systems, right? So we got the definitions here. We got more stuff that's here as well, right? Like, hopefully to explain it, but I'm going to actually draw it out for everybody so you can visually see what I'm talking about. And the way the compensation structures are, if you have a strong binary, meaning you have a strong left team and a strong right team, you get paid very well. The more people you help create the same thing, a strong left team and a strong right team for them, the more you're going to make on everything we work on. It's based on that. You know, it's not just about you building a strong right team and a strong left team, but helping those you bring in also do that. And by duplicating that process, we're all creating bigger and bigger incomes. And the more you help others do that, the more you gain from it in the compensation models. Okay. So I'm gonna show you guys something really cool. So I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna hit insert. And I'm gonna go to a drawing, new. All right. You guys watch me do this in Google Docs. And this is just to let you guys just see what we're doing. Now I'm gonna come here and create a shape. And I like this shape right here. Right. There we go. I'm gonna fill it in. I'm gonna go, I like this light blue color right there. I'll go text. Center it maybe. That was a really big box for that, but I'm gonna do it here anyway. Let's see, go back. All right, so we're gonna have like, all right, I'm gonna do this, right? So I'm gonna keep it by color code of people you bring in, and then people that here, I'll do that again, hold on. All right, so we're gonna go pink is like what's brought in from your support team, for instance, okay? And there, I need to recenter it. So, So you have a right team and we have a left team, all right? And I'll even spell it out to make it really clear, right? So I'll put right team. Left team. Okay. You have a left team and a right team. And one's going to be strong, one's going to be weak. It doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't have to be your left or right. You just have two teams. And based on both these teams and the volume you have, it determines how much you get paid in residual income for that week. We all make upfront money when we personally bring somebody in or somebody signs up from our web system. We all get a commission on our personal efforts. That's usually a one-time commission. And then we get paid on the residual purchases and also the business we help them build if they're a team member. So customers pay us as customers, but when they come in as ambassadors or members in the organization, and that's why I'm going to put member. These are people that we get to work with, share the resources and everything that we have to build their business, and as we do so, it builds our business. Okay, and that's where the compensation comes in. And in order to get compensated properly, we need to have two solid teams, one on the left, one on the right, and we want them both to be equally growing and successful. But it's hard to build two at the same time. It's better and more efficient to build one with your instructor so that you learn how to do it. But once you learn how to do it, then you can start building the other team. But once you start building the other team, you need to realize that you got a personal responsibility, because everybody down on this strong team over here in this example, these team members are coming, these ones in pink are coming from above you, people that came in the business before you, that have learned the processes before you, that are paying it forward to you now. They're helping you. They're building half your business with you. That's what's good about it. Whether you put the business down on this team or not, you're getting credit for that. Anything they build from the time you came in going forward counts towards your business volume on the right. In this scenario, it can be the left. It doesn't matter. It's one of the teams, and they're going to constantly build. There are people above you that came in this program and that are above you in this structure, okay, this business building structure, that are committed. They're not going anywhere. They've been here for years, okay? They've committed to everybody that they're going to work with, that they're going to help build them, and that they're sticking around to build their business. There is a huge commitment that's given. For that commitment, they gain in all sorts of stuff from Tanya and I. You get the marketing resources, you get us to build this. We're not going anywhere. We've committed, this is our life, right? We're going to back you up forever. We just expect it to be paid forward. So as you start taking advantage of the resources and gaining the incomes, we want you to help pay it forward with everybody you work with. Well, so we get people in here and we want you to start building your strong team with us so that you're learning. And that way, as a commitment, we know that if you bail, we're going to still be there to help those people build on this side. The moment you start building your team that's by yourself without structured help from anybody above you, as far as they're not going to be placing people on your left team because they're building your right team. Their job is to build the right team. They've committed to build half your business. No one's going to do everything for you. That's not fair. No one's doing anything for anybody. We don't build everybody's business. We build half of their business. We show up when you show up. We're going to give you the resources to build your other team. Like, that's where the difference here in Triple R247 is. Tanya and I are not only teaching you how to do it, but we actually are funding your marketing to bring your members in on your left team or your right team, whatever team is your non-supported team by your support line. We're giving you that resource and the training on how to do it. And once you start applying the training and resources to the other team, you can't leave. You're committing that you're going to be there to help support that person you brought in and build down half of their business. We don't build everybody's business for them. We build half of it for them and give them the resources and training to show up to their own rescue so that they can grow. And by that happening, this grows and works for everybody. It's a very fair program. And you don't need to be growing by leaps and bounds to make this happen. You just got to be consistently growing. So the way the protocol is going to go, I'm gonna save and close, right? I'm gonna do something really cool though. I'm gonna hit Control A, and I'm gonna copy this. I'm gonna save and close.
Carly.
I'm glad. And then, oh, yeah, I was telling him slow down.
Ah.
Once you learn how to just
Okay. Trying to is so nice. There we go. Finally. Okay, sorry guys.
So basically, you guys, if you get paid on the weaker leg, you want to try to keep those two legs as even as you possibly can to get the most commissions possible. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
So if there's a choice on the system for alternating, then choose that. That's your best bet. But if you get a lot of people coming in off of ads, then it's not necessarily as easy to control. So you have to keep an eye on it. And try to even them out as best you can.
Okay, so I'm going to spell this out top to bottom now in 2 minutes. So this is building your binary team. Binary means two teams, left team, right team. Okay, you guys saw me put the protocol all together here. This will become a training page as well. And I just did it in here so I could do the images. But by definition, we have a strong team, strong leg. You'll hear that said. That's where you have support and already momentum being shared with you from your instructor. So from day one, when you get enrolled in the Anchor offers, you're being enrolled into a very powerful building system already. You're just part of it. You're literally put down in one of these places. Like you're putting down a strong legs. In this scenario, I'm using the right team as the team that's the strong team or the power team, however you want to look at it. This is you, and you're going to be putting people in here. And when I say you're putting people there, we start out with V marketing and our blogging, right? People come in from our blogging or from the V marketing. And V marketing, you're setting an appointment, right? You're not talking to them. You're setting an appointment through SMS for your instructor to follow up with. And when they follow up with them and they walk them through our program, and they come into PBS and they come into the Anchors, they enroll them under you because you did the legwork. So they would be placing them on the strong team because you're not ready for the left team yet in this scenario. You're not ready yet. You're brand new, you're getting going, you're getting established, right? We want to make sure you're not going to go anywhere before we, have you use the resources to build your other side. Once you're going to be building your other side, you cannot go anywhere else. You're committing yourself, your word, to help others. That's how this works. It's paying it forward. We committed to you. We're not going anywhere. Your instructor is building and building and building and building. They're building for you. You'll see that whether you do anything or not, they're actively building your business and your future with you. Now, we don't do everything for everybody. There's no room for laziness. You gotta be part of your own rescue. Even if it's just setting appointments through marketing, that this can happen. This can happen. And because of the way this works, the more you put into it, the more you're going to get out of it. But if you're consistently doing the marketing, you're consistently adding prospects to the process and doing what we do, we're making a foot forward. It doesn't need to be massive action every week. This needs to be consistent action. Consistent action in the way we build brings others and gets others involved in this. And the more we get involved doing consistent activity, the bigger it gets, right? It's a lot of people doing a little bit that makes it all work. And yeah, there's gonna be some people that just really tear it up and they just get a lot of other perks, benefits, travel, they make more money. They're true leaders that kick in and that are really trying to help everybody go bigger. And, a lot of them, they have bigger whys. They have a, bigger taste. Maybe they do want those new cars and they want to live in a better place and they want public school to be an option, but maybe private school for their kids. They have bigger whys that have a monetary need, right? So they're working harder. They're putting more into it. It's all good. We all have different whys and needs. Not everybody needs to make $1 million a year. Not everybody wants to. That's fine. Some people just need extra hundreds a week, right? Well, we have the ability to do that, though the system might surprise you on what it can do because it's based on action. We're all sharing those actions. It's shared action. The more actions we create as a team, the more we all get paid. And if you have two teams creating actions, it's just fun. It gets really fun. So once you're building and you get it, right? As soon as you start having two in a week come in, it's going to be one a week first, right? Maybe one every other week, whatever the pace is, it is. But once you got a 2-a-week pace going, you want to start putting one on the right, one on the left. So you start building your other team. Now you can bring in more than just to support the one side. You've learned more. You've learned how to build up your pipeline, or you've got more consistency with V marketing that's bringing more appointments in. The system this is the natural flow that should be happening. So as that's building and as that's going, you start building down the left team or the right team, whatever that is. Once you start building down your other team, now you've got to focus on that team more because that's where your commitment is. You've got help on the other team, so you're going to put most of your efforts on the weak team to make that strong, and then you're gonna go to the other team every now and then to make sure you're keeping it consistent. The way we do that is, we've got the 2 anchors, right? And anchor offer number 2, Bella Vita, has a double up, double down promotion. It's going to the end of the year. I hope we can keep it long term. It means we double our upfront commissions. Wine is awesome because we get full commissions, whether we do 1, 2, 3, it doesn't matter. We get 50%. It's super lucrative, and it needs to be, right? We built it right that way. But you want to be building both teams. And if you're building like the left team and you're building the right team, the best way to keep it simple is when you bring somebody on the left, you put them on the left of wine, left of Bella Vita. You put them on the right, you put them on the right. And this should all make sense here. We'll go over it multiple times. You go over with your instructor. But bottom line is they'll walk you through this as they're doing the enrollments for you until you understand this process. But you want to be building both teams. And once you get both teams going and you're consistently adding to both teams and you're getting others to do the same and start duplicating, this gets more fun. You just got to build a foundation first. And the way we've done this, the person that brought you in, it's an instructor that already has a foundation. We've already built solid foundations in this. We're not new to this. We're already in motion with this. So anyway, that's how this goes. I'll have more, put on there, but this is hopefully helps you guys understand how to build the binary process.
Okay, guys, that's the end of that video. Kind of long, but hopefully it helps you guys out. I'm going to stop the share, and then I'm going to see if I can log into my DTCA ambassador. Give me just a moment here.
It's strange. I looked everywhere and I still couldn't find it either.
Yeah.
Found where the video is, but that's about
Right.
it.
Yeah, no lucky here either.
It's strange because I know when he did it, and I
Yep.
even have it, some of the stuff written down in my book, but it's weird. I couldn't get out of here to look at my computer though.
Right. Okay,
I'm-
can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to come up to the menu here, and then we're going to go to binary viewer. And this is where your left and right team are at. Okay, so it has you up here at the top. This is my right team over here. And if you click on the plus sign here, it opens up your team on the right leg. And it shows each person that's in that right leg. So it just keeps going and going and going. And of course, my instructor is the one that built this team. Now, what I'm doing is I'm building on this side. Okay, so my left team is where I'm building. Okay, and of course it has a plus marks. It doesn't show anybody in here. Unfortunately, this person is no longer with me, but she's still part of my team. Okay, so this is how you're building your team. Anytime you sign somebody up into DTC ambassador, they're going to show up on your left team. Okay, it's the same way with Bella Vita. However, with Bella Vita, it's going to be just a little bit different. There's nobody here building this right team for you. Okay, you got to build right and left, right and left. So just keep going from there. Okay, I'm going to stop my share screen. And do we have any questions?
Actually, on Bella Vita, they've made it super easy for us to do that now. You just have to remember who the last person was. I mean, we got a link for adding to the right leg and a link to add to the left leg, which made it a whole bunch easier than it was originally, huh?
Right.
This is Graciela de la Rosa Glenn. Does that mean that we can move people from right to left based
No.
on their efforts?
No, not at all.
Nope.
Once
Okay.
once they're placed, it's for good.
Okay, thank you.
They
Yeah, that's
cannot
why you want to keep an eye on your downline.
So in
Okay.
Velveeta, you have to switch it before they join to get them on the side that you want.
And right now for you,
I-
Gracie, you don't have to worry about it because you're just going to go down one leg being brand new. You want to start
Okay.
building the leg. And it's like Roy says, it's like 30-70. So you want to start getting, one side, whether it's left or right. And on you, I think it's going to be left. Just keep going all the way down until you get a bunch and you get it going. Then you can start moving over to the other leg and start building that leg.
And what is a bunch?
What is what?
What's a bunch?
A bunch. Well,
Yeah.
I
when
would-
you start getting people that are producing, then you know it's a bunch. Then you can
Okay.
hop over on the other side.
Got it.
So
There's no magical number there.
no,
no,
you
it's
have
just
to
a
have at
formula.
least one on your strong team side. At least one to get commissions. So you have to, and that's why I said the best way to do it is to alternate them. That way, you're going to get the most always out of your commissions.
Okay, you're using a word that I am
Yeah, don't.
that
no,
is
you-
confusing to me.
Right.
Alternate. What does
Just-
alternate mean to me? Alternate means to me, I can move it from one to another.
No,
But
that
you're
means
saying,
that means put it one on the left, then one on the right, then one on the left, then one on the right.
Larry,
I'll-
can you log
Okay.
in your, Larry? Well, can you hear me? Hello?
yes.
Yes.
Yeah. If you can log into the Velveeta, Larry, and sure what you mean, what she means by alternators, because I'm not sure if they have it. We have it in DTC or not, but I know definitely in Velveeta in the back office, there's an option there to choose left leg, right leg, or alternating. Now it may be in DTC as well. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it is in DTC,
It's in
but
yeah.
she's
So
not.
maybe easier in DTC.
Yeah.
Okay, I just started 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Well, like more or less, just I mean, if we can kind of show you an example, that'll help you understand it. I think it helps.
Thank you. Okay,
Yeah,
so
for sure.
my question is, if I get it on the right leg and not, and move, and I can't move it to the left leg if they were a great producer.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
gonna keep growing your
Yeah.
legs anyway. So when it comes to alternating, it's already programmed in. It will put the people in the right or the left leg, to start off. And that you can change to either all rights or all left. Again, once we get going, you'll be able to understand it better.
Okay,
And one of
got it.
the other things that Roy says as well is that when you're starting out, your instructor is going to build one of those legs. You'll then build the other leg, and then once that other leg is going strong, at that point you then do alternate. Correct?
Okay, I got it. Okay. And Tom is my instructor. Okay.
Yep, we got that. All right, so let's have a
I'm,
look.
I'm sure, I'm depending on him to guide me in the right direction. Thank you.
Sometimes,
You have a great instructor. He'll help you out a lot.
yeah,
I already
Way to go,
see
Tom.
that. I already see that. Okay, thank you so much.
Cheers.
And I appreciate your comments, and this is a great lesson for a beginner as I see it now.
So if you can see my screen, this is your binary tree in Velveeta. And you have a left team and a right team.
Right.
Okay, anytime you're gonna add somebody, click here, add them. You're gonna select their enrollment pack, I believe. If anybody else can enter,
And that's still
Correct.
going. Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
yeah,
If it's
correct.
there, it's still going. It's a promotion.
Okay, so if you have somebody on your left team, as soon as you get them added, you're going to come back over to the right team and set it for your right team.
Show them how to set it. Go up to the upper right, that gray circle with the person in it.
That's
Your
me.
name, yeah.
There you go. Now go to profile. Now, under the orange area, go to account information. And if you look
Right
on the
there.
right-hand side, you're going to see placement leg.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
So
For
click,
Yeah,
this lesson.
it's set to right now.
click the
And that- and
edit.
so,
And then you're
Yep.
gonna hit edit and change it to your left. That's after you added your last person.
Now you
Okay,
also
and-
see strong and lesser leg. I just use right and left for clarity
Yeah.
because the stronger leg is usually the one that your team is helping you build because
Right.
they're all putting people on that side. But look at it like right and left. It's much easier to understand that way. Just keep an eye on it because if your team is helping you build one of those sides, depending on what side of your instructor you're on, then you want to concentrate on the other side. However, you always have to have an active person, at least one or two active people on that strong side. So you have to contribute to the strong side as well. Does that help you at all?
Okay, let me get out of this screen. Why can't I get this back up here? Okay, I'm gonna stop
Okay.
my,
Yeah, there you go.
okay, Matthew has a question. Go ahead, Matthew.
Thank you, Larry. For the purpose of like what you were explaining for this lesson, is there anything you need to watch for? Like when you guys were saying you have to keep an eye on certain things, like that person that's no longer with you, that person or individual will never get in your way of adding stuff, even though it shows up on the binary, correct?
Correct. Everything moves up.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. I'm like, what happens as you're moving, adding stuff and that person's still there? That's why.
And, yeah, if they're no longer active, it'll just go to the next person above them.
Okay, thank you.
The one thing that you do have to keep an eye on though, when you have people go inactive, is make sure that those inactive people are not on your strong side.
And
Because you have to have at least one or two active people on your team side in order to be eligible to collect commissions. So
Okay,
if you're only putting one or two people on there, then keep an eye on them and make sure that they stay active. Otherwise, you need to, put some more people over there.
right.
okay.
Okay, Deborah.
Hello, everyone. I did find the video. It's under 817-21. I put a link in the instructor's Skype.
Okay,
The other place you can always go, I will put the link there as well, is Lori's link for where do I find it? When I get to it here, if I have it over here. Oh, yeah,
Right.
okay. Yeah, so I'll post that link as well. But thanks, Deb. I appreciate that. That's gonna help.
No problem.
Any other question, folks? Has everybody done their, finished their wallet transferring on the Vivo, whoever was here from last year? to get their wallet from their In-Persona app into your Vivo wallet on your from last year.
I'm not sure.
That we were talking about this week. You have until June 1st to make sure your wallet's all set up on your Vivo.
Oh, so we just need to make sure that it's set up. We don't need to do any transferring, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, mine's set up.
Yeah,
Mine
because you were
is-
going back and forth on Skype on that too. So I know you know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, folks, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it and got a lot out of it. I'll be working on the recording. I'll be putting it out in a few minutes. So look for that. And just like everything, all the trainings are recorded, and it's always a good idea to know where they are and to keep them for future reference. Of course, everything that's Rory's, Rory does, and most of the training is up on his website, his YouTube website, the Rory 3. What is that?
And Don,
RR 247.
I'm going to rewrite that document, and it won't be done today or tomorrow. My wife's having surgery tomorrow, so it'll probably be sometime Friday before I get it out.
Or you can
Perfect.
copy it from the video, piecemeal it in.
Yeah, that's how
It'd be easier to rewrite it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a long one with a diagram and everything.
No problem. Take me about 10 minutes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. See, for Larry and Don and I mean, that's a piece of cake, right? But for
Yep.
some of us, it takes longer.
Okay.
Guys, if that's it,